The story of Garrett Porter illustrates the ease with which young people often adapt to this type of therapy. Garrett became involved with the Voluntary Controls Program in 1978 when he was just 9 years old.
Garrett had a brain tumor, and which was fairly central, and so it wasn't possible to operate on it. He and his parents were interested in having a psychological as well as a medical approach, so we kind of started the two treatments together. He had radiation treatment, and which Garrett said that radiation softened up my tumors and made it easier for me to get with my white cells. Certainly his body's healing had something to do with it too, because there, even any scarring or anything is gone. There's no evidence of tumor now in his brain, except at the time that we got the last CAT scans, a little chunk of calcification was remaining where it had been.
Garrett tells the story of his efforts to eradicate his brain tumor in a book he co-authored with Dr. Norris. In the book he writes, "I went into battle with my white cells, my courage, and my faith. We waged war against the brain tumor, and I knew it was going to be a struggle. But I just decided I couldn't give up. So on and on and on I fought day by day. The first visualization I had was of spaceships attacking my tumor. The whole battle was going on inside my brain, and I was winning over the tumor." There's no way to prove that Garrett's recovery can be attributed to the therapy he received at Menninger, but those who work in the Voluntary Controls Program aren't deterred by skeptics who claim that they're giving people false hope.
There is absolutely no such a thing as false hope. It's possible, if you try to give a guarantee to somebody, or if people tried to give a guarantee about chemotherapy or radiation or anything, it would be a false guarantee. But hope is never false, and maybe despair is more false than hope. So, and the despair or hopelessness we know has a lot of very negative effects on the body. We know what the biochemistry of hopelessness and despair is. And we know people who feel hopeless and helpless die much more quickly. Hope is always something that keeps people going, that keeps them feeling better. And eventually the hope may just be for a more comfortable death as people get closer to it for those who die. But there's always hope for something. People hope they're going to feel better tomorrow. People hope they're going to have a good, connection with the family and finish off some of their tasks before they die. People hope that there's an afterlife, some of them. And hope is probably, contrary to what many people think, one of our greatest blessings. Without the presence of hope of some kind, nothing happens.